Hi there, I'm David Mair. I'm a first-year PhD student at the University of Swansea, and I've just returned from a 6-month internship at the Home Office in London. It was an absolutely fantastic experience. I got first-hand experience of working within a policy-driven research environment. I was at the forefront of very important policy meetings dealing with cybercrime issues. I took part in research projects related to cybercrime, and I had access to a number of academics and other individuals engaged in the research on cybercrime at that time. From my experiences of working within the cybercrime research team, I was able to make connections with various academics who I invited to what we called our academic outreach program. And that was when academics who were quite high up in their relevant field were invited to the Home Office to discuss their research on an aspect of cybercrime which was of policy interest at that moment in time. I was also able to factor in to a number of publications that came out of the Home Office at that time. I would recommend the internship to all students who apply. The ability to put a prestigious organisation such as the Home Office on your CV shouldn't be understated, but it's also a really interesting experience to look at another side of doing research rather than working in academia, working in policy. For example, in academia there are a whole range of different timescales to what's available in a policy-driven research environment. Whenever I received emails when in the internship, they had to be dealt with then and there. It wasn't a case of having a night to think on things or do things on a time scale of a couple of months. It was very much a fast-paced work environment, which I quite enjoyed. I also had a time scale to my day. I had to come in the morning and work certain hours, and then I would have the evening to myself. And that doesn't always happen in academia either, so it was good to get a work schedule in place, which I'm trying to apply here to my PhD studies now. Another reason I'd recommend it is that I got the opportunity to go live in London for 6 months, which is not something I would have had otherwise. The ability to just go live in a different city and have your accommodation, your transport paid for by the SRC is one which I would encourage all students to apply for. It was a really excellent experience to live in a different city, no less living in London, and have all the facilities available to students there, as well as being paid my regular stipend in addition to accommodation costs. It was really, really excellent. While my internship was quite relevant to my topic of interest and study, there were internships going on from individuals who didn't have any experience in that background. So if you see an internship and think it's interesting, and even though it doesn't apply to you and your research directly, I still encourage you to apply for it just for the experience of working there and perhaps opening yourself up to another research topic of interest which you could perhaps go down. So yeah, I would certainly encourage students to apply for the internships. You can read about them on the website. And if one grabs your interest, then think about applying for it.